Oh, they didn't come. There they are. Oh, wish I could jump like that. It's so cool. Yeah. Good afternoon on day 149. I am back on trail after a night and most of today in Trout Lake. Got some pretty cool views of Mount Adams on the ride in and out of Trout Lake, so that was cool. Had a very pleasant stay there. It's a super cute, super friendly, pretty teeny little town. But yeah, it was a really nice day, so as always I stayed longer than originally planned. And I ended up with another sweet new hat. So this is, I'll just take it off so you can see it. This is a gift from a friend that she had made for me. It says PCT 2018, and then the writing there says "The hills are alive with the sound of music," which, if you've watched all my videos, you know that sometimes I am so inspired by the views that I will burst into song. That was a really, really cool gift. So big shout out and thank you to my friend Kanika for the cool new hat. So, which I may not actually wear that often because I'm afraid it's gonna get totally trashed on trail. So maybe this will be like my town hat. I'll just wear it around when I'm in town, where it's nice and safe from the elements of trail life, I guess. Let's see, tonight I was gonna say about the music and singing thing. It's actually pretty often that I am singing on trail. I just don't video myself doing that because that would seem like a strange thing to do, but I do sing all the time. Pretty sure I have mastered the two big songs from the Disney movie Frozen, so could really do justice to some Let It Go and to First Time in Forever right now. But again, those are just more for me in the trees. Good morning on day 150. I got a little bit of a late start this morning. Started walking just before 8, which is not too bad. I don't move very quick when it's cold, and last night was the coldest it's been in a long time. Lots and lots of condensation, and some of it was a bit like a slushy, icy sort of thing when I got out of my tent this morning. So yeah, it's pretty nippy. It's still a little cold this morning, but I'll warm up quickly because I'm walking uphill. Camped, I don't know if you can tell, I'm kind of in a, you can't really, I'm in somewhat of a burn area right now. Like there's some trees that are not affected, but others are. And I didn't want to walk any further last night, but I didn't want to camp in this burn area because the dead trees are much more likely to fall on you if it's windy, and it has been windy. So I ended up camping in sort of this open meadow, which was safe from the trees, but more exposed than I would have liked. But fortunately it wasn't that windy, but it was pretty cold. So anyway, that's this morning, and I'm gonna, gonna walk. So getting some pretty cool views of Mount Adams as I climb up this morning. I think I'm gonna get even closer to that actually. And then for the first time, I can see this guy. So far today is stunning. Today is Mount Adams Day. It's just so scenic. I believe the glacier we're looking at on this side is actually Adams Glacier. There's a few others on the other sides of the mountain. You know, I decided to bring my poles back into the picture. I picked them up in Cascade Locks, where I had shipped them with the thought that I would probably just send them home from there, but I just feel a lot more confident walking over skinny logs like that with poles in my hand. Lunchtime hot chocolate. Don't mind if I do. Not a bad life. So I had the good fortune of coming across some trail magic a little ways back at one of the Forest Service roads, and I was talking to one of the guys there who was doing the magic, and he's hiked all 3 long distance trails multiple times, it sounds like. So he was a wealth of information on lots of things, and one of the things he said is that if he ever writes a book, it's going to be called, and I'm going to adjust his language just a little bit here, he said it's going to be called How Through Hiking Screws Up Your Life. And basically he was kind of joking about the premise of it being that you can kind of interchange anything you would say about a meth addict, you can kind of just put through hiker in there and it would kind of still apply. So things like, you know, if you're an addict, all you're thinking about is when you're getting your next fix, and if you're a hiker, all you're thinking about is when's going to be your next hike. And he says that you finish your first one and you swear you'll never do it again, you get rid of all your gear, and then, you know, you find yourself sitting, you know, like with a job, and you're in a meeting and you're not paying any attention, you're just sitting there dreaming and thinking and planning out your next hike. And you know, I get it. I've heard other people say similar things, and lots of people will talk about how real a thing post-trail depression can be. And you know, I'm not there yet. I'm still doing this hike, but I do get it. I've had lots of people ask me actually, like, oh, so like, what's next? Are you gonna do the AT or the CDT, or, you know, just are you gonna do another hike? And my response is always, I gotta finish this one, because I had this being my first one, at least like this. I think I've mentioned I did. Yeah, it's my first one. I want to make sure I can do it. And so, yeah, I always say I got to finish this one before I can start planning the next one. But I can see it. I don't know. I can see how... actually, hold on one second. So, anyway, I'm obviously not quite through with this hike yet, so I don't know what my post-trail life will be like, but I think I do get what he was saying, and so we'll just have to wait and see how through hiking screws up my life. But anyway, thank you very much to Ron and Dennis for the awesome trail magic. Today has been pretty cold and cloudy most of the day, which in general I don't mind. It's a change from what I've had, and don't get me wrong, I love that it's been pretty much blue skies for months on this trail, but I Yeah, every once in a while I walk on the clouds. So a few more miles to go today and call it a night. Good morning on day 151. It's another misty morning in Washington. So this is just on the trail, and I don't know what or who it used to belong to, but what's cool about it is that it's a joint, which maybe you can't tell, because I do not want to touch it. Yeah, anyway, it's bone, it's a joint, it's cool to look at. Bodies are cool. So it's day 2 of cold and clouds. It's lunchtime and I'm having my lunchtime hot chocolate. And I would already welcome the sun. It's a cool change of scenery, but got it. Now let's bring back the sun. Also, I'm in Goat Rocks Wilderness, which is supposedly one of the most beautiful parts of Washington. And I should be coming up on those usually spectacular views pretty soon, but I'm thinking I'm not going to get to see them, so that's kind of a bummer. But at least it's not raining. Hope I didn't just jinx myself. I'm sure it's lovely. I guess I'll have to come back and see it one day. So here I am at Cispus Pass. This is meant to be one of the more scenic spots in this section. Nice, huh? Hey, so I am set up pretty early tonight in my shelter. I did fewer miles today than I have in a long time, a little less than 20, I think. And the idea is simply that I'm hoping that the skies will clear by tomorrow. It's not about not liking to walk in the rain or anything like that. It's just that this is supposed to be a really beautiful section of trail. And if there's a possibility that I can see it, then sitting in my tent for a few hours tonight is really worth that. Really a trade-off that's worth it. So, yep, I'm set up pretty early, all cuddled up, and as I'm warm and dry, the world around me is not. So I'm going to hang out, read, snack, and think thoughts of blue skies. Well, it's freaking cold and windy, but at least it's sunny. It's so pretty, and there's this cool mountain back here. Yeah, there you go. I don't know which mountain that is. I'm all turned around. Whew, let's go see some pretty things. It's day 152. I believe I was walking through all those clouds yesterday, and they were here, but the wind, I think, has pushed them away for the time being. That's ahead. That's behind. I haven't had to do this in a while. Okay, I'm sorry for the wind. This is Old Snowy. That is Mount Adams. That was the one we saw this morning that I was just turned around and wasn't sure. Off this way, that is Mount St. Helens. I know you can't see it well, but the thing peeking above the clouds there. Rocks, rocks, rocks. Snowbeard and faceplant. Or smokebeard, sorry. And then this is what I'm about to walk over here. This is called the Knife's Edge. I don't think it's going to be near as scary as it sounds like it is, but it sounds pretty intense. And over here, over there, so you can get a full picture. That is Mount Rainier. Alright, so I just came across the knife edge, which was pretty cool, pretty fun, very scenic still. I'm officially off the PCT. There is a closure from the Coyote Trail junction, which is actually what I'm on right now, the Coyote Trail. So from there to White Pass, about a 16-mile section. So there's an official detour in place, and that is what I am on now. But from what I've heard, it's pretty scenic, so hopefully it won't be too difficult to follow, and hopefully will still be really nice trail.
Well, looks like I'm going to be descending right back into these clouds, so hope you guys enjoyed the views. This is kind of cool. So I'm right on like sort of a ridgeline between two valleys. So blue sky over there. You can see it get a little mistier. And whiteout clouds over here. So I think I may have been a little spoiled by some of the easy grade hills on the PCT, because while this climb is beautiful, it is steep. But it does come with some cool views. That's actually Rainier hiding in the clouds over there.
Picture of you before you pulled your camera out, looking off in the distance.
Oh, awesome. Alright, so Washington is gorgeous.